This video is for educational purposes only. This is not bullying or harassment. Thank you so much for this comment. I have been waiting for this comment ever since I revealed my Woke Jesus t-shirt that I just happen to be wearing right now, and you can grab you one in my TikTok shop. I will link it right below. But let's discuss this. So this comment says Jesus was an Arab Jew, not black. So first off, a few things about me that you should know. I was raised as a Christian. Started off in a Baptist church, then started going to a non-denominational church. I've read multiple versions of the Bible from front to back multiple times, as well as have read it in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. I was ordained at 16 and have since spent time deconstructing Christianity and where it stems from, its origins, its history, and its effects on America, especially its effects on Black people in America. Now, I say all that to make clear that I am not a Christian, but I will explain to you why I made this shirt after I address the comment. So one thing you gotta understand, right, is that in biblical times, race was not a thing. Now, race is a modern notion, and during the 16th to 19th centuries, it was used more to describe people's nation or ethnic group. It's during the 19th century that it took on the meaning of physical anthropology through scientific racism. Now, you say that Jesus was an Arab, right? Well, what is an Arab? An Arab is a cultural and linguistic term. It refers to those who speak Arabic as their first language. Arabs are united by culture and by history. Arab is not a race. Some have blue eyes and red hair. Others are dark-skinned. Many are somewhere in between. Now, biblically speaking, Arabs, according to the book of Genesis, are the descendants of Ishmael, the 12 tribes of Ishmael, to which the early Muslims are descended. Now, a lot of people like to say that Jesus was from the Middle East, right? So that automatically makes him an Arab, right? Well, you also need to understand that the Middle East did not exist in biblical times. That was not coined until the late 19th century by the British, thanks to Eurocentric geographical terms: Near East, Far East, Middle East. Now, according to biblical encyclopedias, in the Bible, Arabians refers to the nomads who live in the deserts of Arabia, especially in the northwestern part. They are also known by the general term people of the East. Here are some of the tribes of Arabians that were named in the Bible. Now, in the Old Testament, Arabia was often referred to as Kedem, or the East. Now, was Jesus from Arabia? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Yeah, that's right. Jesus was born in a place called Bethlehem, which is a city south of Jerusalem. Let's take it to a map. Here you can see Bethlehem, and here you can see Jerusalem. This is where Jesus was born. But that really doesn't tell you a whole lot, right? Because we're so zoomed in. So let's zoom out a little bit. Now here's the kingdom of Israel in the time of Jesus. And here you can see again, this is where Jesus was born. So for Jesus to be Arabian, he would have needed to be born in Arabia, according to the Bible, right? So where's Arabia? There it is, over here. And where's Bethlehem? Over here. So Bethlehem is not in Arabia. No, Bethlehem is in Israel. You see this yellow line here? Yeah, that's where it stops, the borders of Saudi Arabia. Now, the red border here shows where Israel was, right? The Israeli kingdom, the kingdom of King David. But even if we look closely at where these borders for Saudi Arabia end, Jerusalem and Bethlehem are way over there, not within the borders of Arabia. So then by biblical standards, Jesus was not Arabian, therefore was not an Arab. Now, your second point is that Jesus was a Jew. Now, we know that Jesus was in fact a Galilean Jew. We hear him referred to as the Galilean quite often. But what is a Galilean? The Galileans are descendants of northern Israelites, not northern Arabians. Interesting. We also know that Jesus was descended from the tribe of Judah. Do you see that listed here for the tribes of Arabia? You tell me. So we need to look up what it is to be Jewish. Well, Jewish people are a group originating from those Hebrews and Israelites in the Levant and whose traditional religion is Judaism. Jewish ethnicity, religion, and community are highly interrelated, as Jewish is an ethno-religion, and not all Jewish people follow it. That's right, Jewish is not a race, it's an identity. That's right, Jewish includes individuals of enormously diverse origins and physical appearances. Jewish people cannot be easily designated a specific race. And fun fact, religion is not central to the lives of most U.S. Jewish people. People who are Jewish by religion are much less likely than Christian adults to consider religion to be very important in their lives. And among Jewish people as a whole, far more report that they find meaning in spending time with their family and friends, engaging with arts and literature, being outdoors, and pursuing their education or careers than they do in their religious faith. So I say all of that to say this. The purpose of my shirt was not to debate about what race Jesus was. My shirt was to point out that Jesus was woke. If you read the quote of Jesus that I have here, it says, "Stand for good," right? "Seek justice and correct oppression." So Jesus was woke, because that's what woke fundamentally means. Now, I just decided that since white people decided they get to make Jesus look like them, I get to make Jesus look like how I want Jesus to look like. Because if you are an actual Christian, right, a true follower of Jesus and his teaching, you wouldn't be bothered by seeing him look like this instead of the blue-eyed, white Jesus that we've gotten for all these years. Because if you're a Christian, like you say you are, if you're not racist like you all claim to be, this should not bother you, because you shouldn't care what race your Lord and Savior is. I just like this one much better. Get yours in the link below. Bye!